Hello, hello, everybody. How y'all doing? What is up, my friends? Happy Saturday, everybody. Hey there, Kiara Nitz, Kurt, Zavern, Risk Management, Ardor. Zavern, thanks for 32 months. Blank Epilogue Page, thanks for 74 months. That's an absurd amount of time. Hey there, whatever on me. Hopefully this will be our last late stream for a while. We've had a busy week moving into a new house and getting everything sorted with regards to that, but most of the time critical tasks are finished, so I'll be able to start stream as to our regular schedule, or as per our regular schedule, starting next week. Looking forward to that. Maybe have few early streams to make up for it. I wouldn't hope too hard for that, I'm afraid. I still do have lots of stuff to do, just not as time critical this time. So is the Rogue Prince of Persia a new game? This is a game that released into early access, I want to say last year. We took a sponsored look at it around then. And then this released into 1.0 on August 20. So it's pretty new. It barely a month old for the full release anyway. Bunty Man was there earlier when Celerity told me to play Deck Tamer. I did get an official recommendation on that. I'll have to take a look at it. But yes, I was personally instructed to check out Deck Tamer. But I figured I'd check out this game, actually not just because this game in itself caught my attention, but rather something else caught my attention, which was the activities of the people who made this game, Evil Empire. You may have heard of them as a company that was founded to create content for Dead Cells. They're not the original developer of Dead Cells, but they've made a lot of the DLC for Dead Cells. And then they went on to make this as their first solo sort of game dev release. But then after they released this game, they went back to their old hobby of making post-release content for other games. And the game that they were contracted to make content for is Brotato. So the devs behind this have gone on to take over post-launch support of Brotato. And Brotato recently got a small update by Evil Empire. The first of apparently many. So the Brotato is now going to get lots of more content, courtesy of these folks. So I figured I'd spend today looking at the Rogue Prince of Persia. Since it was a sponsored game, we checked it a long time ago. I kind of want to see what's new with it. And then later on, we'll play some Brotato and see what's new in Brotato. That's the plan for today. Seems like a cool little day. Wasn't quite sure what else to do with our Saturdays, so it's perfect. Let's see. Can I get the controller to register, though? That is the question. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Let's start a new save. Doesn't look like our early access save carried correctly, so let's just start something brand new here. Come, traveler, sit, rest your weary bones, and hear the story of the Great Persian War. It is a tale of Persians and Huns, for their story is our story. Many, many years ago, on a day as dark as night, from the depths of the cold northern steeps, the hordes of Nogai, the Hun, driven by a strange and savage magic, descend upon the mighty king of Persia. How's it going, Tom? The fate of the kingdom would come to rest on the shoulders of one eager to prove himself worthy. A prince whose secret would make him the arbiter of his people's fate. A prince of Persia. Dun, dun, dun. That's who we're talking about. Evil Empire, now in charge of Brotato as well. And of course, Ubisoft licensing the Prince of Persia name. Guy seems strong. Ugh, my head. I was just fighting. Huns. Father and mother must have sent the army to stop the horde by now. I should be able to see the battle from atop this hill. If I hurry, I can join before it's over. Yeah, Fireworks. The original Prince of Persia game from forever ago definitely stands out as a really classic example of good motion capture animations. Those have aged really, really well. Because they were made by recording a real person doing the action. That's right, we have like a dash. Parkour, definitely a core component of the Prince of Persia aesthetic. Flash gameplay, it seems like. Drop through. Can I climb that? Yes. There's even feet to show you the intended path. Neat. Gives you old Flash game vibes already. Yeah, it might also give you Dead Cells vibes, which would make a lot of sense, too. Being made by people who worked on Dead Cells. Not people who made Dead Cells, mind you, but people who worked on it. Right, you can, like, wall run or something. There we go. Yeah, you can run up the walls and grab stuff. Platforming is definitely a major part of the difficulty of this game. It is quite fun to do, though, that's for sure. What? There we go. Once you get used to it, it can be very fast. Ah, Prince, you're awake. The city, what's going on? Huns launched their attack. They've made it to your father's palace, judging by the destruction. But that's impossible. I only just fought Nogai. Even his swiftest warriors couldn't have reached the city that quickly, and Mother's army would have stopped them. I'm afraid the Huns swept aside the Persian army and your mother the queen almost as quickly as Nogai defeated you, Prince. But do not worry, I am here to help. But you're no Persian, and yet you do not look like a Hun. I am Pachi, and I have traveled far to find you, Prince. I'm the one who dragged you to safety after your foolish fight with Nogai. It was almost as though you did not stop to think about the danger of his dark, corrupt magic. Some may call that brave, others foolish, but I... Thanks for your help, Pachi, but no magic nor Hun will ever get the best of me. Now that I know their new tricks, I shall have the better of them next time. Tricks? Prince, you've spent the last 3 days recovering from their tricks. 3 days? No, that can't be. Mother, father, I need to find my family. Vault. Vault over enemies and exploit surroundings in order to dodge attacks. I see. Like that, okay. So very notably, we can only wall run when there's a background wall to run on. We can't run on empty air, sadly. Wow, that's quite a rock kick. Mother's soldiers dead? That strange foreigner, Pachi, she spoke the truth. I've missed the battle. Peace and valor be yours, fallen brother. With your weapon, I will avenge you. Got daggers now. We have a hold attack. Neat. Spiky, I see. We can heal. This is one of his mother's elite cataphracts. They're always armed to the teeth. And yet somehow killed by those horse milk drinking Hun barbarians. Put your bow to good use, fallen sister. Peace and valor. So we have 3 shots for the bow. We do. Hitting enemies with a primary weapon restores our ammo. Okay. Not a lot, though. Resistant to attacks and immune to kicks if they're blue. Throw objects to break. Or just kick them into the spikes. Oh, I can perch on these. Cool. Also fall into the spikes myself. Looks like a kick will also break the aura. No. Maybe? Unclear. The soundtrack does slap more than I expected. Rather impressed. Looks like these backgrounds are new. I don't think the game looked like this visually when we last checked it out. It's quite a show. I saw the dead soldiers, Pachi. You were right. I missed the battle. So what will you do now, Prince? If 3 days have passed, I need to find my family, kill Nogai, and stop this invasion. I imagine your brother, mother, and father are still somewhere in the city. For Nogai, you may find him in the palace. Thank you, Pachi. I'll find a way. I always do. And good luck, Prince of Persia. We will meet again. The ruined aqueduct, where our run might begin in earnest. So we can see the sort of overall progression of the run here. This is a roguelike, so we are expected to perish somewhere along the way and begin with new knowledge. But the world will reset. These ashes look strange. Something still burns inside them. They feel similar to the Hun's dark magic. Some kind of residue? Maybe there's a use for them. You can spend soul cinders at the oasis to unlock new items. So we got unlocks. I'm not sure if there's meta progression in this or not. That is, like, permanent, making the player stronger. Unlocking new, different options for items, weapons, things like that isn't strictly meta progression. Unlocks like Spire has, where you simply get B instead of A, rather than something entirely beneficial in addition to what you had already. That's meta progression. The cinders. They're reacting to this altar. Where are they going? They sent our soul cinders to the oasis. You can also break it, but prevent all currently held soul cinders from being sent to the oasis. So only do that if you think you're gonna win. Teleport. Yeah, a well of dreams, or fast travel. I think you see something very similar in Dead Cells. Definitely a lot of borrowed concepts from Dead Cells for this game. I did play a little bit of Dead Cells on stream. I think I'd beat, yeah, I finished a Zero Cell run of Dead Cells. Is my extent of accomplishment in that game. The Grand Aqueduct, my father's first great building project. Looks like the Huns have left their ruinous mark here as well. I need to find Nogai and defeat him before they reduce everything to dust. Vayu's breath bar is visible below the health bar. When full, Vayu's breath will activate, increasing the prince's speed. Curious. Okay, so it's like some kind of boost thing. Menacing looking fellow. Okay, so I can knock them off. That's pretty cool. Nice. Thanks for the help, bud. Oh, cool. The powerful enemies will drop unlock stuff. Very neat. We can go back if we wish. I don't wish, though. That's interesting. Looks like I can gain height by dashing back onto a wall. I'll have to experiment with that more. wonder if you can make them spike themselves. Platforming. Oh, I did not mean to gain height there. And I had one heal. Okay. The number of heals is indicated by the number in the vial on the very left of our health bar. Currently at 0. Looks Dead Cellsy? Yes, does look and feel Dead Cellsy. Again, this is made by Evil Empire, who took over development of Dead Cells after the original devs stopped work. So the people behind this did make many updates for Dead Cells. This is their first individually developed game. And they did definitely take a lot of inspiration from Dead Cells for it. This was not a Game Boat game. This was originally a sponsored game for the original early access release, like a year ago. Now I'm just checking it out because I want to. I do remember this guy. No one passes these ramparts unless I allow it. If it isn't General Baroud. The Prince. But how? You fell before no guy. Looks can be deceiving. Cool. I will make sure you stay down this time, like the Persian dog you are. Unstoppable. Definitely. I keep expecting to have a double jump, but you do not have a double jump in this game. I got absolutely floored there. Where's my double jump game? Back to when I last woke, which is in the Oasis? Right. Hachi nursed me back to health here after my fight with No Guy. If only I hadn't passed out. From the palace, I could have stopped the entire invasion now that I know what I'm up against. Another setback in almost as many days. There will not be another. I can do it. Oh, that's totally doable. I'm going up there. How do I get up that, though? think I have the tool required to do that. Rest in purple. Why purple? That's what the gravestone says. Is the palm climbable? I didn't even check, actually. I should do that. So yeah, if you can climb a tree. No, it's background elements. That's what I thought. Welcome back, Prince. Did you die a hero's death? Sort of. For most people, Prince, time is a river. It flows swift and sure in one direction. But for you, time goes round and round like a whirlpool. And in the dark black hole at the bottom lies the bola you wear around your neck. You speak of my pendant, but no one knows about its power. I am very familiar with your bola, Prince. It was created by my father and given to you as a baby. And here I've performed a ritual where all things in the oasis remain in the oasis, outside the time loop created by your bola, or as you say, pendant. But not even my own family knows about its secret. And so it shall remain, my prince, for as long as you see fit to keep it secret. I hope my trust is well placed in you, Pachi. It is, Prince. Let this oasis be a place of rest and reflection for you. Now go. Your family and people await their hero. The spirits say, get out there and try again. Not to get bodied by the general so hard this time. Killing enemies gives experience. Skill points? Okay, so we probably do have meta progression then. Yes, we do. Okay, cool. Neat. Up to 40 soul cinders are sent to the oasis when dying. Great. That's all we've got at the moment. Okay, is there a different route out of here? I think so. Let's go again. I wonder if Azada is alright. No one in the village is tougher, but the Huns aren't known for their mercy. They are so much swifter and thoroughly vicious than when we fought them before. How did they catch us off guard? There must have been something we could have done. So I'm offered an iron mace or a chakram. I want the mace. Very flashy mace. Ooh. So small a thing, and yet so much magic and power stored within this trinket. Father would hate to see these. He fears this kind of magic. But I think he'll understand. I'm just a little outnumbered here. Medallions are powerful items with specific effects. Some have a condition that must be met to activate the effect. They last only for one run. Picking enemies spreads resin. Oh, I feel like there was something similar in Dead Cells too. And yes, we can also have this. Ooh. Seems to slap pretty hard. The mace, that is. Oops. That can multi-hit. Now I should be kicking enemies. Try to spread tar, see what that's like. Sukra, are you alright? Never better, my boy. Nothing an old soldier can't handle. Can't say the same for these poor Huns, though. Not normal, these Huns. They fight like trash, but with no sense of self-preservation. Something strange drives them, something unnatural. But where have you been, my boy? No one's seen you for days. Your mother will be pleased you're alright. We thought the Huns got you. Huns did get me, Sukra. I faced their leader, Nogai. I've been recovering. Sukra, you should head to the oasis on the other side of the village. It's safe there. I'm gonna go to the city to find out what's going on. Wait for me there. You don't want me to come with you? We're gonna need your arms for forging, not fighting, old friend. Of course, my prince. Just give me a moment. Should have stretched these bones out this morning. Don't have very much health. And then is that the experience meter below my health? No. Right, no, that's the wins meter. The experience is in the bottom left. Oops. Oh, those guys do a lot of damage. Azada, you're alive. Are you alright? Your Highness, a sight for these sore eyes. Not sure how, but I'm fine. Huns blew through the village like a sandstorm. They were everywhere, coming from the Hun camp. Not keen on taking prisoners. The villagers fled and one of those bastards knocked me out. The others must have taken me for dead. Been waiting for survivors, but can't say I've seen many. You should go somewhere safe, Azada. The Huns are still roaming around, looking for stragglers. Nonsense, Highness. This is my home. I'll be damned if I don't die here. There's one thing you could do, Highness. Send those Hun brutes packing. I will, Azada. I swear I will avenge you all. Maybe I should start by going back to the Hun camp. New location unlocked. Hun camp. That ground pound I did. Oh yeah, I do that. Yeah, like that. Have to be a certain height up in the air. like I do. Yeah, okay. So I guess that answers your question, Kieran. It's you can do a ground pound. But you don't have to. Chakram seems quite good against those. Beautiful. Do I have a map? I do. Combat movement definitely takes a little getting used to. It is quite satisfying. It's also quite different from many other games. Ow. The aqueduct. Get a fountain. Heals us and restores our heal. What's this? Medallion slot. Add 1 medallion slot to the inventory. Get 4th medallion slot. Oops. Oh no. What? There we go. That's what I meant to do. Is that changing? Oh, that. Okay. Into the spikes with you. Really not a lot of room for error in this game. Taking hits is a big punish. You don't get very many heals, and the damage is quite high relative to your health. That also I remember from Dead Cells. Dead Cells had a very similar feeling to me. You're not allowed to take hits. Hello? If the Hun should have destroyed anything, it's this statue of Father. I can remember the look on my mother's face when the engineers unveiled it. It was supposed to be a thank you to Father's generosity. He was not pleased. Mother couldn't stop laughing. I miss him. Quite the, resemblance. Expected to happen there. Let's go this way. Okay. Just thinking we haven't seen a use for money yet. It's a bar. That's right, there's a special attack. I forgot about the special attack. Fencer. They have ratings bronze. Is tier 2. We have a tier 1 iron. Big axe. We get crit after using the special attack, depending on it. Okay, we can only get one item from those as well, I see. You get 1 to 3. That actually wasn't a shop. It was just the option to pay money for a reroll. Spectacular. Whoa. Okay, you can charge up that special pretty fast, actually. Here's the shop. Silver, tier 3. Energy costs are nullified. Each health point gained during the run increases damage dealt. Interesting. We'll restore some health. I think sharpened vitality, I suppose. Solid. That's quite a situation. What's this? Punch. Increase weapon damage by 10%. If both parts are equipped, you get even more bonus. Wait, and how much can I... That's 300. Okay, give me one more. Breaking a protective aura stuns nearby enemies. Great. Okay, so now we have our slots filled out. Sacrifice max health to get this. This is special attack damage, not weapon damage. If it was the other half of the fist thing that I have, I would totally sacrifice for that, but no thanks. Take my max health. Okay, we've reached a new zone. Good. The outer ramparts. This is where the boss fight is, yeah? It looks like it. Significantly increased max health. Also helpful. Yeah, there's a wall I can run on here. Okay, so I have to wall run to avoid the shockwaves. That's what I learned. No one passes the outer ramparts unless you allow it. Now I'm back, and we're gonna fight. What? You will die properly this time, Prince of Persia? I doubt it. I said what I needed to do, and then I failed to do it. Here we go. Angry now. Did you dodge that? What happened there? Throw these. GG. But we defeated you. And I came back. However many times it takes, I will save my family and my people. No guy, what have you led us into? Yeah, not too bad for a first boss. We got lots of loot. That's nice. Rude's Gauntlet. Leap forward and smash the ground. It's ephemeral. Because we haven't made it real yet. Catch a distant enemies, drawing them in and stunning them. Interesting. So this is also... Okay. I want to try the claw. We have to replace one of these if we want to. Oh, I see. And we still have sticky kick. Okay, so we should swap out this. And then we should kick things more. Punch the door. Save the kingdom. The Tower of Oblivion. Part funeral tower, part prison. Father says it's the oldest structure in the city, older than the Empire itself. One can smell the centuries of life and death in its stones. Nizumi Samurai, thanks for 34 months of support. Antwalk with the Prime sub in 3 years. Heck yeah. Okay, that is not a full heal. Good to know. Smash the door. Those look like trouble. The mines? Yes. That's what you do, I see. Good for you. Yeah, this guy's really hurt. Oh, that's a cool warp animation. I like that. Going down. What have the Huns done? Their shaman magic has corrupted the vines and brambles. It's spread everywhere. Not even our most sacred monuments are off limits to these barbarians. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Calling the Huns barbarians? That's a stretch. Just because they're a different culture doesn't mean they're... Okay, that's hard to dodge. That's what I learned. That's also hard to dodge. I'm gonna die pretty quick here. Quick, open the treasure chest while they're attacking you. Dash spreads resin, too. Ooh, I want that. I guess I'll give up the sharpener. Oh, I won't give it up at all. Great. Lorp. Good. Do I get to heal here? Probably not. But it'd be nice if I did. I didn't think so. Ah, the Pleasure Gardens. Father and mother's favorite project. They designed everything themselves. They often speak of how it brought them together just after they married. Normally a place to reflect on life and its great mysteries, but the Huns have ransacked this place of peace as well. Oh, there's a heal. Great. I'll take it. And a slot. And yes, I should use my flask before the fountain. I didn't have a flask there, did I? I don't think I did. Shaheen's greenhouse. It's intact. Looked like the Huns have missed it. He didn't have his head in a book or scroll. Shaheen was here playing with plants and herbs, making elixirs and potions for me in case I ever, quote, hurt myself. Maybe Father would appreciate me more if I showed interest in the studies of nature. He and Shaheen always seemed to have new discoveries to share with one another while I was running around outside the palace. Whoa, what? Teleporting. But I slam you. Instantly move behind an enemy. No, I want to keep this gauntlet. It seems cool. Well, this. Need a little bit more money, so I'll be back. Although, what is this? Saved by the prince. Oh, I've had this dream before. Bet you can't guess what happens next. What were you doing in here, Lala, with all those Huns? I was hiding, honey. It's been a hurricane and a half since those nasty Huns broke into the city. I grabbed what I could from my shop, hiked up my skirt, and ran as fast as these well-toned legs could. I've been hiding for 3 days and they almost got me, but you saved my sweet behind, honey highness. You should head to the Oasis, Lala. It's safer there. Oh, a date with the prince in the Oasis. I hope your mother doesn't find out. Yes, well, Sucre's there already, and some new friends, too. You're such a tease, honey prince. All right, I'll head to the Oasis. And there'll be something extra special for you when you get there. Great. Immunity pack. Now be crafted, huh? All right. Things to do at home. There was a way down. That's what I thought I saw. Okay, we're gonna go down. Going down. Oh no. Oh god! The rope was also a trap. Everything is a trap. This place is horrible. Just top up real quick. Dead end, huh? Still just shy. Doesn't look like I can hurt those. What do you got? Ooh, a gold tier weapon. We can just get a much better axe. I'm liking the axe so far, so yeah, give me the better axe. Perfect. Okay, let's go back for that heal. Oops. Yeah, really good teleport animation. Could also up my damage very significantly by being on low health. Take the heal, thanks. One big heal. Please and thank you. Responsible for all these shadow creatures. Horrifying. There you go. There we go. Yeah, they do all perish when he perishes. Cool, cool. But horrifying also. Yeah, mostly horrifying. Ow. Okay, that was nonsense right there. More ways to spread resin. Chance to burn enemies, interesting. I guess I'll take chance for burn. Each equipped medallion increases damage. Oh, we want that. Super want that. Now we have really good damage. Really good damage. Horrible. Yeah, learning things is valuable. Indeed. Practice, understanding what enemy patterns do. I'm gonna have to do that some way. Oops. Not quite. Okay. That's tricky, actually. There we go. Friends? King and Queen may have designed the garden, but I designed the flora. Bring me an even better axe for money. To upgrade my axe? Yeah, upgrade my axe. Shame I can't afford that. But don't tell me this is a dead end. Where am I meant to go? Oh, down. Inner ramparts. Alright, time to die. Shaheen, what's going on? Stop this. Away, Prince. This is beyond you and Nogai. Put him down, Batar. Your fight is with me. You don't understand. I can't. Ah. General Batar the Corrupt. Uh-oh. Okay, those explode. Noted. That's a laser of doom. That does huge damage, too. They seek me out. They are not. Oh, no. Oh, jeez. Yikes, this fight is quite tough to get used to. It's gonna go faster too, huh? What? Noted. Nope. That certainly wasn't it. Okay, we got some practice there, but that is a tough fight. You gotta stay well away from the danger zones. Good try, though. That'll probably take me a couple tries to get past the first time. I tried the Legends mod. It's actually, so... I tuned into Beagle Rush. He's a XCOM / strategy game streamer. He was doing some Legends like yesterday or the day before. I managed to tune in for it, and I caught him basically ranting about the needless complexity of the Legends mod. It wasn't a good look. Yeah. I've seen Legends, but from what I have seen of Legends, it doesn't seem like something that I would be particularly interested in. It's funny, actually. Yeah, Beagle was like totally crashing out about Legends. It was a fun time. In general, I haven't been overly motivated to go back to Battle Brothers. Again, I do think the core, like the way the campaigns are set, the overworld and the way that enemy generation is so fundamentally flawed that it's very hard to fix what's wrong with Battle Brothers. It's got a cool combat system, but it's got a miserable campaign system. Genuinely very much held back by its mechanics. Seeing you at your forge again is a comforting sight, Sukra. All thanks to you, my boy. Otherwise, the Huns would have eventually made me lunch for the carrion birds. I've met your friend Pachi here. Where'd you find her? Actually, she found me. Save me more like it. Well, good to have sure friends in unsure times, but what's with this contraption she set up in the middle of the oasis? Dukra, I have something I need to tell you. It's about my pendant. Hachi's contraption is to keep the oasis outside of my pendant's magic. Magic pendant? What are you going on about, my boy? Every time I die, it brings me back to the last place I slept. Forgive me for keeping it a secret, but I never told anyone, not even Shaheen. Boy, we all have our secrets. You, me, your father. In fact, it's about time I offered you some of mine. What are you hinting at, old friend? My forge. Everything I know, all the tricks up my sleeves, they're yours. Use them to save our people and our country. Before all else, have a good weapon, and all the better if yours is better than your foes. Super doesn't seem to be taking this too seriously. We can unlock new weapons. So we currently see what we have is just the daggers, axe, sword, censer, and the mace. And there are quite a few locked weapons, including a scythe. I want the scythe. That's a cool one. And a lesser availability for tools, but still a thing. Let's see what my other options are first. Hachi, these medallions of yours, they look familiar. You've likely seen them scattered across the land. They have magical properties less powerful than your bola, but no less useful. My bola? You mean my pendant? It's not a pendant, it's a bola. These medallions, are there others out there? Of course, I can build you more, but I will need the cinders of Hun souls. And I will bring you as many soul cinders as I can. The spirits thank you, Prince. Did the spirits say anything else, Pachi? They were wondering if there's a good chicken kebab place nearby, but I told them it's not a good time. Isn't it? Could go for some. Okay, so we get packs of medallions. Unlock the ability to recycle weapons and medallions found during runs for gold. Oh yeah, somebody was just saying you don't get much money compared to what they give you. This is part of why we didn't have very much money, I think. Let's unlock that first. Thanks. We have skill points we can use here. Yeah, here. Ah, we can upgrade to make the dive attack break thing. It's one seal of Zervin. Breaking a seal allows the prince to evade death. Upon dying, a seal is broken to restore half your health instead. Yeah, we want that. Give me once per... Give me the Death Defiance, thanks. Now we have a different option, yeah? Now we can go to the Hun camp to start our run. Let's try that. Oh, I see. We have to spend them. Not there. Make gradual progress. The Huns' camp. Pachi won't need to rescue me this time. Know thyself and know thy enemy, and you will know no fear, Mother always says. I certainly know my enemy now, but prepare yourselves, Huns. I'll show you what the Prince of Persia is truly capable of. Saw blade. Oh, it's a trap. Oh, that's cool. I like that. We get 500 buckaroos to start the run. That's nice, too. Never thought I'd see a Hun imprisoned in the Huns' camp. Who are you? The question isn't who I am, Prince of Persia. The question is who you are. Ha! I have no time for riddles, Hun. Tell me who you are, or I'll leave you to rot. My name is Niamter. I am chief advisor and mentor in all things shamanic to Nogai. Rather, I was. So this corruption is your doing? Hardly. I warned Nogai that he meddles in powers beyond his comprehension. Ah, classic. To thank my lack of enthusiasm for his invasion, he ordered my execution. Fortunately, none of the Huns dare kill me. They fear my death will unleash an evil spirit upon them. Ha! So they chained me up here. I could use somebody who knows Nogai and his new power. I'll make you a deal, Hun. Share with me Nogai's weakness, and I'll free you from this prison. A worthy offer, Prince. Let me propose one better. I'll reveal the secrets of Nogai, his generals, and his entire horde. But if you're going to free me, you're going to need to find my Book of Heads. Nogai hid it in the camp. Find it, bring it to me, and together we'll stop him and his invasion. You have a deal. The pact is made. Find the book. Looks promising. Equipment chests. Get a blueprint for fire vial. Set fire to the area. Friendly fire. Evil bugs. Ow. Just turn those into money. Money would be good here. The damage is not so good. Scout reports, loot lists, skull tallies. This must be a Hun officer's outpost. This letter here. General Baroud's raid on Academy successful. Captives sent to secure quarters. Captives from the Academy? But the Huns rarely take prisoners. I wonder what this means. Save the kingdom. That is the goal. Now we can go to the Grand Academy. The mind map contains important information you've gathered. Important, useful for rescuing the family and defeating the Huns. Some may be interlinked. Interesting. Saw Batar use Shaheen in an experiment to find a cure for the corruption, but it only resulted in Shaheen becoming corrupted himself. Baroud captured somebody at the academy. Neat. Healing. And an axe. I'll take the axe. We like the axe. That was clearly below me, but it did hit me. The book. Oh, apparently that's a tool? Wait, what? Unreadable. Right, back to the prisoner then. I've brought you a book of heads, Niamter. What's this? The Prince of Persia helping a Hun shaman? Ha! Wait, you're already free? Of course, the book was a test. You passed. Congratulations. Your prize, the Hun's best shaman. Ha! You should get out of here in the Iamter before the guards find us. There's an oasis just on the other side of the village. It's where your camp is. How did you... Do not worry, Prince. The secret of the oasis is safe with me. Why do I get the feeling this guy is going to get on my nerves? That's what no guy said. Ha! Alright, well, Toodles. Thanks for joining me. Moving on. Actually, can we go to 2 healing? Not currently. Okay. Take the chakram. The squares indicate, wait. One of them indicates a boss. Yeah, it's either the square or the diamond. Okay, so we have a heal over here if we need it. Fun, I'm moving on already, huh? Guess I can go back up here. Great, now I need it. Hey, yeah, now we can get decent money for recycling. Oops, that's definitely not the right button, though. Bummer. Those water droplets. I'd say there's still water behind the valve. But without a lever, I can't open it. Those vines, they look like the same plants that grow around the Tower of Oblivion. The corruption must have pushed them all the way up to the aqueduct. As if Azada didn't hate the Huns enough. Her and her workers won't be happy to clean up this mess. Forbidden path. There's more over here, though. Special attack damage up. Or breath accumulation speed, sure. Okay, and then we're going over here. Might as well get that heal first. Recycle medallion slots. Interesting. Very interesting. No one passes the outer ramparts unless you allow it. Now I'm back. Let's see how we can do this time. Shouldn't face tank the hits. Oh, what? That's different. What up? GG. But you fell. And so did you, Barud. A few times now. Sure, we'll give that a try, I guess. Not much health left. Yeah, the squares are bosses, the diamonds are regular levels. That's right. Can't believe we get a heal. What's in the box? Cast Fist. That went very badly for me. As expected, I don't like this tool very much. You gotta use my kick a bit more. When appropriate, of course. GG. Oh wait, no, that's our Death Defiance. Okay, not GG. We're back to half. Yeah, we're definitely feeling like we're behind on damage. That's part of our problem here. Need a better weapon. Oh, that is the other half of the acceleration, too. Yeah, okay, I'll sacrifice to get this. Happy Saturday, the Pope. Bruh. Didn't quite go as I wanted. Where the hell am I going? Here? GG. Yeah, the teleporting enemies are quite a bit. Good progress, though. So, we have loads of stuff to unlock with now. Let's unlock the cestus. Need to stretch some water? Yeah, me too. We're going to do break time in just a second here. I discovered a letter in the Hun camp. Barud raided the academy and took prisoners. The Huns have not shown a penchant for captives. The Huns must be playing at something. A bargaining chip? Trying to turn one of our own against us? Whoever the captives are, perhaps they can help us. I shall rescue them. Reveals knowledge to the prince about what lies ahead. Information about major rewards that can be found in the next biome are displayed above their exit door. Interesting. But where's our new guest? I see you've made yourself at home, Niamter. Home is where the hearth is, Prince, and my hearth is now here. Ha! In return for finding my book, I offer knowledge in your quest to stop Nogai and take back your kingdom. I suppose that could be useful. Mother always says, to know thy enemy and know yourself, one never needs to fear the results of any battle. Ah, but do you know yourself yet, Prince? Ha! I could ask you the same thing, Niamter. Who says your loyalty won't be renewed by the Huns at some crucial moment? Well, I may have advised Nogai, my loyalties, like those of your friend Pachi, reach far beyond the mortal realm, Prince. We're all pawns in the great game of the spirits. But to the matter at hand, there are certain Hun warriors whose spirits, shall we say, need freeing. In exchange, I will tell you about Nogai's horde. You've got a deal, Niamter. This feels like the start of a beautiful friendship. Ha. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's one more Hun that hit the floor. So he wants me to kill everything in large quantities. And there will be some kind of reward. Oh, we get a claim. We've already killed 15 Bramblers. What do you got for me? Experience points. Ooh. And a blueprint or something. And now we have a specific challenge. Kill them with ranged attacks. Interrupt them with a kick before they strike. Interesting. Kind of teaching me how to deal with certain enemies. These all look like bosses. Maybe 5 bosses in the game. That's Nogai, the last one. Not the world's most expansive bestiary, but not too bad. How's it going, Failey? Definitely liking this game a bit upon return. It's still got that Dead Cells feel, to be sure. Here, give me the light. And let's open up the pack. What is this? Mithra's Clairvoyance. Major rewards of each biome for the next run are visible in the world map. Curious. Get a whole bunch of unlocks here. Relating to stunning things. The stun pack. Very cool. Passing, thanks for the Prime sub. Welcome to the Cozy Sub Club. Alright, chat. As the Prince is showcasing here, it is time to take a rest around the fire and to refill my water, stretch my legs. We've been live for about 2 hours, and therefore it is break time. I'll be back in a bit for another run or two of the Rogue Prince of Persia, and then after that we're going to kick it over to some Brotato and see what Evil Empire have added to that game. Back in a bit, everybody. All right, chat, we are back. Thanks for hanging out. So, let's go get our butt kicked again, but first we can level up one time. Oh, I can start with more soul cinders, so I get soul cinders per run, huh? Or more medallion slot. One extra potion? No, that's what we want. Oh, we start here, I see. Even better, okay. Next level we get another potion. That's great. We'll start in the Hun camp again. Get a max health up. We didn't get any of those last attempt. That's part of what went wrong. We just had less health. Okay, that seems more effective than the fire. 4 times if it goes well. Alright, I'm supposed to stun these nerds by kicking them right before they hit me, when their axe flashes. When I kick them, apparently. Oops. I keep expecting to be able to wall jump. Like in Hollow Knight, you can't wall jump like in Hollow Knight. You can do back and forth, but you can't go back onto the same wall. Not very easily, anyway. Hammer and knife, and the blueprint too. Cool. Energy point gained by hitting enemies. It's like bonus damage if energy is insufficient to use your tool. Crits after you use the tool. Okay. It's meant to be a tool synergy weapon. Neat. Oh, that's a good question about UFO 50, Faley. I'll have to put some thought into that. How I feel about doing a little game for, like, something different for a short while at the end of stream. Could be fun. According to this letter, Baroud raided the academy and took prisoners. What would the Huns want with prisoners from the academy? Information? Hostages? Maybe they're trying to turn someone against us. I'm wasting time. I need to find out more. Was there a new Brotato DLC? There was a patch with a little bit of content, but moreover, there was the promise of a proper DLC in the future. Made by none other than the people who made this game. Evil Empire. We've got them. Both the tool sharpener left and right are offered here. Cute. Sure, let's try having more tool damage. Why not? Oh, but we get to try out the cestus? Let's do it. Love it. Definitely can't play the combat in this game like you can Hades or some of the other roguelites I play. It's a totally different style in the pacing. So we could poke around a little bit more. Happy proceeding, though. Okay. An actually good amount of max health. I like it. So spend money to sharpen the cestus. Only a slight up, but sure. I'll do a handstand and upgrade it. And we can do it again, too. Cool. And I'll just take a bow. Jamming. That's the other half of the tool sharpener. So now we have 50% tool damage up for having both halves. Sweet. So that should mean our arrows now do what, 180 instead of 132? Let's see if that's true. 140? What do I like about this game over Dead Cells? I like the visuals a little bit more. Like, it feels a little bit more forgiving, which I also like. Yeah, there's 180. Okay. Got a good weapon, got a good tool, got 3 medallions. I think we're fine here. Maybe I should have explored more, but I'm eager to move on. Try to explore some of the later areas. GG. A lot smoother than our previous attempts. I'm liking the bow a lot, actually. I'm going to recycle this, even though it's higher tier. Actually, somebody was asking what I prefer about this over Dead Cells. The movement has got to be number one. The core movement, the way that you have a dash, a jump, and like a wall run that you can only use if there's an actual wall to run on, adds a whole lot of depth to the movement. Yes, you can definitely kick enemies into spikes. Enemies with a blue aura can't be kicked, though. But you can break the blue aura by kicking other enemies into them. Just having more health sounds great here. Got some good practice in with the cestus. What's over here? spiked him. Ow. Nice. Okay, there's the flooded gardens. Is that the next boss fight? I think it might be. Let's just go. No, not the next boss yet. One more area. Shaheen's greenhouse. It's intact. Looks like the Huns have missed it. If he didn't have his head in a Booker's scroll, Shaheen was here playing with plants and herbs, making elixirs and potions for me in case I ever hurt myself. Oh yeah, I think we read this before. Yeah. He and Shaheen always seemed to have new discoveries to share with one another when I was running around the palace. That's right. Launch. What we got here? Stunning an enemy spawns poison clouds. Ooh, we're doing that quite a bit, actually. Yeah, give me that. Because every time I break a blue barrier, I stun the enemies, so to have them be poisoned would be nice. Oh, goodness. The slowest arrow you've ever seen? Yeah, that was pretty slow. I always wanted my own garden. That's right, we already have a sort of maxed out weapon here. No upgrades for us. That's alright. Increases our weapon damage. That would be nice. Let's swap out the hone technique. It does do a lot of damage when you get hit by it, though. That's spicy. Oh dear. One shaman down. No problem. I didn't even see that. Okay. Ow. Or that. Apparently. Blind. Okay. I feel a little bit more prepared for this fight this time. At least I know what I'm up against. Not again, Shaheen. Stay where you are, Prince. Do not disturb my work. This is beyond Nogai's petty ambitions in your pathetic kingdom. Leave him alone. Prince of Persia will not deny me my last chance to find a hot dog. He's just really hungry, I guess. Okay, so I cannot... I have no idea what I meant to actually do again. Oh, I can block that with the obstruction. I see. That's what I meant to do. Needs a background element during that. Okay. Actually doesn't seem that bad. It's really more about just evading the attacks properly. Oh, and there's even a visible shadow on the screen where it's going to hit. Yeah, I understand that attack a lot better now. That's weird. Whatever. It's acceptable, I guess. Yeah, not so bad, actually, now that I see what's up. Of course, we have another segment of the fight I didn't realize was about to happen. Okay. Oh dear. Brutal. Yeah, it's actually very hard to get vertical height quickly in this game. Now he summoned more, okay. That was what I was looking at. Okay, this fight is worse than I expected, is what I'm learning. Terrible news. He wants you to, it's a mobility check, really. He wants you to be in certain parts of the arena at certain times. It's actually quite bad. The little summons are surprisingly hard to avoid. I have a Death Defiance. Brutal. Yeah, no double jump or anything like that. He's always gonna fall. And you can overshoot that. Okay. Well, I tried. I was not prepared for the radical phase change. But I get the theme of the boss now. Good try. We'll give that one more go. You alright, my boy? He looks as though the spirits haunt him. Shaheen, Baator ripped him apart. I don't know what to do. Perhaps Sukra could forge you something to balance the odds. Of course, bring me more cinders and I'll make you weapons that'll give the Huns nightmares. And perhaps Pachi could dig up more of her medallions? And you can always meditate at the shrine, reflect on what skills you need to defeat Baator. The skill of having more potions. Rescue Shaheen, thank you, both of you. That's the goal, anyway. 300 to unlock Hammer at Knife, really. Unlock the Javelin, I guess. Just sink some into this. Bend down. More potions, please. Oh, there's a perk to gain more experience. I guess you probably want that one first, huh? Didn't realize we had access to all these. What does this give? Oh, there's another plus potion on this one. Entering a new biome gives you 10 max health. And another Death Defiance, too. Let's go through Zagros village again, I guess. This is also showing me I'll get max health, which I do want. Any tips for Prometheus and Hades too? Patience is really valuable in that fight. You do need to keep moving most of the time, but Prometheus himself will stand still for long periods of time, which allow you good damage windows. So if you can identify those and then focus on not trying to rush in and damage him when he doesn't have when you don't have a clear shot, then you can make it a lot safer for yourself. Yeah, also for his special attacks where you have to dodge the fire, saying aloud where you need to be does definitely help. Okay. Oh, I forgot to claim my rewards from the bestiary. We had a few of those. No, that's only a tier 1 mace. This is a tier 2 Tabar and a tier 2 double daggers. Could be the Tabar, I guess. Cycle the others. Yes, also good advice for Prometheus. He's got a few attacks that leave a damage over time effect on the ground. But you have a lot of control over where he puts these. Especially the one that's a big circle around you. Don't put that right in the middle of the arena. Try to have it finish when you're on the edge, so you have more room to maneuver afterwards. What's happening down here? Neat. Doesn't feel like I get that much stronger for exploration in this game. Like, in Dead Cells, you got stat ups, right? Like, level ups, essentially. Don't quite have that in this game. You can get higher tier weapons, and you can fill out the medallion slots, but that's kind of all you get. At least so far. So I do feel like I'm partially incentivized to run just to the bosses, although now we're seeing new stuff. Neat. Some more heals. I wanted to try out the javelin, so since we got a bronze one, let's do that. Oh, wait. Is there like a jump you can do with that? Hold on. How did I do that? Yeah, what was that? What is that? Hello. Cool. That's the mobility trick I didn't know about. Neat. Boing. Your Highness, a sight for these sore eyes. Azada, were some of your villagers working on the aqueduct before the attack? My Highness, the king ordered me to keep the water valves in good shape. I found one that was missing a lever. We changed all the levers except on one valve, the one for the Tower of Oblivion. I was told to be careful with it. The Huns attacked before we finished the job. Thanks, Azada. Maybe I should search the Tower of Oblivion to see what's on the other end of that valve. Okay, search the tower. Got it. Can this game allow you to build wacky out-of-the-box builds? Doesn't seem to be a lot of building that you get to do so far. You can pick up combos and such with your medallions, but there's not exactly a lot of choice you make other than what weapon to use, it feels like. What weapon and what tool. So I'd say broadly no. Mostly feels like you use what you find. Right, I do like the Dazzling Shieldbreaker. Take that one again. Very Dead Cells-like. Indeed, yes. Made by devs whose only prior experience was working on Dead Cells. So, no surprise there. Take it. He big though. So yeah, let's just proceed. I'm sure we'll fill out the medallion slots as we go. Once I don't need to heal. A spicy little encounter. But I just don't. I like how pokey the javelin is. That's the thing delivered. Thing we have to get to from the other side. What do you got? Sweet. Bonus damage per medallion. Definitely good. Fake Pablo with 31 months. Does it have the same system as Dead Cells, where you have multiple ways to advance from each location, but some of them require mobility upgrades? Certainly seems like that at first glance. The movement is definitely the highlight of this game, for sure. And if you're looking for a reason to play this over Dead Cells, that would be the one that I would point to. Here, give me a really good javelin. Yeah, the movement is quite fun and pretty complex as well. And the game expects you to use that movement well in order to beat the bosses of the game. You do have to properly master it. Of course, we find a better... No, it's the same tier. Good. It's like, don't give me a better freaking javelin. Take the $100 though. Kind of cool. Fun little puzzle area. Replayability of a game like this definitely depends on how many little sub-rooms they made for the challenges like these. If you keep seeing the same ones over and over again, it'll get old fast, but if there's always a new one, then that'd be cool. The medallion pack. Neat. Yeah, this game's definitely recommended to be played with a controller. Although, maybe it's the same lie as Hades, I don't know. Just because the devs say something doesn't mean it's true, right? I regret that I have no money to give you, child. Where's the... Is it really not a teleporter here? Interesting. Curious. Did the dev even beat their own video game? You'd be surprised. Yeah, it's true. Devs don't have time to play. Most of their playing is play testing, which is not necessarily representative of real play. Bonk. That's right, we're only on the first boss. I've got the hang of this guy now. Says moments before getting smashed in the face. Push over. We're dead. We all saw you fall. Your tricks get old, fool. Thanks. Hey, what's special on this thing? Eh? Oh, I can throw it. Somebody's asking about that. Sure, let's swap this out then. Yeah, can I examine the javelin? Critical after the last hit of the combo. Yeah, the crit condition on the javelin is pretty easy to meet. Just have to spam it. And not a whole lot. Like the fists, you had to spam a lot to get the crit. So I'm liking the javelin quite a bit. I gotta try throwing it some, because I've forgotten to do that. Let's use our ranged weapon as a ranged weapon. And let's search the Tower of Oblivion, too. More max health. Sweet. Pretty good damage. He's stealing my money. Rude. Oops. Double oops. Really doesn't heal. Okay, imagine what we're looking for is down, but... yeah, it's gotta be down. Okay, that looks like a damage aura. Game is addicting once you master the movement. I could totally see that. It is very fun when I pull it off correctly. Oh. That didn't go well. A lot of money now. Silver tier weapon. Not better than a double enhanced bronze tier, it looks like. I'll just recycle these. Okay, back over here. My input got 8 there, that was weird. Not like that. Okay, that's definitely not what I was trying to do. It's definitely tricky at times. One path we haven't taken. should have re-rolled those. Looking for something improving, better than what I had, probably. We had lots of money. Ooh. Put that spike there just for me. Well, I explored everywhere, and we did not find the other end of that thing I was told to look for. Unless it's up here somewhere, but alas. I've got no more health to explore with, so we're moving on. Okay, that does only restore one potion. I was wondering about that. So health, as ever, a very valuable resource. Nonsense. Latch onto that. So much for conserving health. Terrible. What's been happening here? Yeah, edges are a sore point here. The edge of a ledge. Guess I'm not gonna get to that boss, huh? Well, if I just run away. Dead end, huh? Well, I definitely don't remember the way to the boss, which means we're doomed. It's not through here. That's fine. Expected, honestly. G Gogus, thanks for the 6 months of subbage in advance. I like the movement most of the time. The prince has a proclivity to grab onto ledges and climb on top of them and then vault himself forward, even though you weren't intending to do any of that. Okay. Let's see how our practice pays off. If it pays off. At least we know what the goal is now. Broadly speaking. Be in the right spot is the answer. I'll help you find a cure, Batar. Just leave my brother alone. It's too late. I can't. It won't stop. Brar, he saith. Oh, he just, like, discards him like a piece of trash. So we can definitely do some damage while he's doing that laser attack. Seems to be my best bets. More like it. That is fast. Spooky. It's not too hard to get up to phase 2. These jerks. So that always follows up the laser attack, which makes it much easier to avoid. Does last for a while. Gotta be careful about that. Okay, I should. He always goes to this location, so I should be preempting. No, he doesn't have to go to that spot. Yeah, Prince has a tendency to vault past where you want to stop movement and take contact damage with whatever obstacles nearby as a result. I'm not sure how to deal with that at the moment. It's really foiling my attempts to do stuff. It's almost too mobile at times. We have a third phase, which is going to be, I'm sure, quite a time. Five of them? No, just still 4. Okay. He does explode out of that now. Not walls to jump off of anymore. That doesn't count as save, apparently. At least we got to see phase 3. GG. A good attempt. Give me some rewards here. Kill archers with their own arrows. Neat. Kill hatchets with an axe. While they're stunned. Dunbarooed with rocks. Alright, we have loads of stuff now. And one more skill point. Give me the Bruiser Pack. Let's get a new weapon. And up the number of starting weapons, sure. The rest in here. Great. What's up above our tent? We were up there earlier. There's like a little Easter egg thing up there, and a possible further path that we would need more movement tech to get to. Let's start unlocking this. Oh, the invincibility duration after taking damage increases. That's quite a passive. It does seem like getting more of these meta progression unlocks, of which there seem to be quite a few. Makes the game a fair bit easier. And looks like you're allowed to respec too. Yeah, you're allowed to respec those if you want. Neato burrito. I think that's where we're going to stop with the Rogue Prince of Persia for today, Twitch chat. I'm not sure if I'll be back to this one. There are lots of other roguelites to play, but it was good to take a look at the full release of this. Again, the full release, the first full game released by Evil Empire, a game dev company that was originally created to make updates for Dead Cells. Went on to make their own, obviously very Dead Cells-inspired game, this game. And now, having fully released this game, they've turned their attention to a new project, which is making updates for a game called Brotato. You might have heard of it. We played like 300 hours of Brotato on stream, and Brotato is getting a whole bunch of new content courtesy of these guys. So that's kind of cool. And what we're going to do next is check out some of that new content, the first patch that Brotato has gotten courtesy of its new handlers by playing some Brotate. So that's where we're going next to your Twitch chat, is to Brotato Land. But before that happens, it is going to be break time. I guess I'll put us on the Brotato menu for that. So let's switch things up to Brotato. If Brotato will launch. Hello, Brotato? Are you there? But lo, there were no spuds. Well, this is an unexpected development. Spudlessness. I'm going to try one thing to fix our spud problem. I will reinstall the entirety of Potato. Oh, it's done. Great. But that didn't look like it fixed anything. Bruh? Oh, here we go. No. Nope, definitely not. Yeah, I'll try restarting Steam in its entirety. Maybe that will help. Otherwise, we might have to switch to a pivot to a third game here. As it turns out, Potato is not working. But perhaps it was simply Steam that was not working. And now it is Steam that is not working. Well, I guess I'm screwed. Oh, wait, here we go. It's just being extremely slow. All is well, then. And no, that didn't finish my problem. Yeah, that didn't fix anything. So let's see if this works instead. Ah, okay. No, my Steam is broken. I was worried about that. Well, we are cooked then. Oh, no, wait, no. I gave up too early. Steam is possibly working. Something weird has happened. That's certainly sure. It sure seems like my whole system needs a restart. And if I weren't actively streaming, I would have done that already. But we might be able to play something else. Definitely feels like there's a memory leak that happened. Don't know if that's related to Rogue Prince of Persia or not. I do remember playing some other game a while ago that caused this problem where it broke my whole Steam after I exited. Oh yeah, I think it is cooked. Yeah, I can't launch any video games. All right, well, unfortunately, that is going to have to end our stream then, I suppose. As there's no way forward without a system restart. And it's late enough, then I'm just going to call it here. Apologies, folks. Technical difficulties will do that. But yeah, I'm gonna bail at this point. So thanks for tuning in and hanging out, everybody. Thanks for checking out Rogue Prince of Persia with me. We'll check out Brotato's new content sometime in the future, as it is going to get more. Simply format C. Yes, while live streaming, format the OS so that I can I can launch a game without restarting. See you later, Toratech. See you later, Siloe, Robot Daniil, Falcon, and everybody else. Until next time, my friends, I'll be back on Tuesday. Our normal stream schedule will resume next week. So we'll have the regular start times and the full stream content. Thanks for bearing with me through a light week of streams as I got moved into a new house, which was a hell of an ordeal, but I'm really happy to be here. So glad to have y'all. That's what I'm saying. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, folks, and I'll catch y'all on the flip side. Night, night. Toodaloo. Ta-ta. Bye-bye.